Good evening, all you King's X fans, and welcome. This is going to be episode 2 of my videos of some of my favorite bands with their albums, the discography of their albums, starting from the worst album they've done to the best, or my personal favorite to least favorite. This is the second episode. The first one was the Meat Puppets. I did one on the Meat Puppets catalog, and I got a lot of great comments, a lot of great views. Got nothing but thumbs up. So, thanks to all you fans for that. So, also another one of my favorite bands is King's X. As you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion. I got the shirt. Got the 15 shirt. When I first saw them live at Red Eyed Fly, and on the back of the shirt is the dates and the locations, the cities and the venues they played. And I saw them at Red Eyed Fly in 2009, a year after this album came out, and got to meet them and got a CD signed and everything. And so this is there's so far not a video on YouTube of the King's X catalog from the best albums to the worst albums to the best. So this will be the first one, unless there's one out there and I couldn't find it. It's very buried if it's out there. So so without further ado, I'm going to get on to the list of in my personal opinion, of what the worst to best King's X albums are. And I'm going to say I'm not going to do live albums or compilations or any of the solo or side projects that those three guys have done. This is just the proper studio albums. So I've got quite a bit to go through, so we're going to start with my least favorite. This one, 2005's Overtones. I haven't had the CD for too long. I do remember when this album came out being excited. I'm always excited when a brand new King's X album comes out because they're in my top 5 favorite bands. And I like on here Alone, which was the hit, and Stay and Hurricane. But I was listening to this the other night just to see if I could do a proper, thorough, worst to best albums. And this wasn't as good as I remembered it. It seemed like I liked it a lot more the first few times I heard it. I can't stand bebop. I absolutely hate the bebop song. I just don't like it at all. And they totally, in my opinion, they butchered Goldilocks, which is probably my number one favorite ever King's X song. I hate the Goldilocks reprise on this. A lot of these songs are pretty slow for the most part. They don't really get off the ground too much. Overtones, it's okay, but this would be my least favorite. I'm not the hugest fan of this one, but don't hate it, but I think this is definitely the weakest. Before that, or after that, would be, I just got this one a few weeks ago, so I can complete my CD collection. So I have all their studio albums on CD, and it's this one, Black Like Sunday. This one is it's an interesting album because it's all old songs they had done, I believe, when they were sneak preview in the early to mid 80s. And from what I read, according to Wikipedia, this was an album done at fans' request for them to go back and redo their old songs. But I've only had this for a few weeks now, and I quite enjoyed this actually. I was expecting not to be that impressed by it because I've seen a lot of negative reviews. This one gets the most negative reviews on Amazon by the fans, but the songs I really do like. I like Black Like Sunday, Rock Pile is good. You're the Only One I like. My favorite one would be Danger Zone. I love that one. I like the lyrics in that one a lot. So Danger Zone would be good. So Black Like Sunday would be the next one. So there's that. And this one after that would be Manic Moonlight from 2001. I remember when this came out being excited about it. And as you could see, I got that signed from the band members, all 3 of them. They got their signatures on there. Went to go see them with my friend Tony Cook last December, and there's also part of the video of that on my channel if you want to go check that out. It also shows us meeting the band, and the name of the video is A Night with King's X, so go look at that if you want to see part of it. It's the first 4 songs, and then us meeting, getting our video with the band. Some people don't like this one too much. The loops, there's some loops in between a good amount of the songs that throw some people off, but Never was bothered by that. Kind of think it's kind of cool. Um, the songs I really like on here are Manic Moonlight, False Alarm, Vegetable, which they played at that December show. Absolute favorite song is Static. Love the Static song, and I was really hoping they were going to play that, but they played Vegetable, so Vegetable is also a killer song. But Static is the one I just love Static, and I can listen to that on repeat. I just love that one so much. But that's Manic Moonlight. That would be the next one. This next one, going down the list, might be kind of controversial because a lot of King's X fans really hold this in high regard, this album. And it was a kind of a big deal when it came out, and I was very much really into the band at the time. And some people might think this should be higher, and I like the album. It doesn't hit me the same way as some other albums, but is 1994, I think 94's Dogman. There's some stuff on here that's really strong. Dogman is a great song, and I like Cigarettes is another one of my favorites. I love Cigarettes. And they played that live at the December show. That was really good. They played Pillow, too. Pillow is good. Complain is really good. And this is a good album. This is a really good album, but I just don't think this one really stands out like some of their other works, especially from earlier. It's a good album. I really like it, but for some reason it just didn't. A lot of it I don't even remember some of this. But it's essential, definitely, and I'm a completist, so I have to have every album. So that's Dogman. Another one that seems to be the first King's X album where people seem to turn on the band, but I always really enjoyed this album, and is another one that's signed. Please Come Home, Mr. Bulbous. Remember when this came out, being excited about it. Got this one signed at the Red Eyed Fly show I mentioned earlier by all three band members. I actually like this. It's a bit different. It's them entering a new decade, the 2000s. It was their debut of the 2000s. Fishbowl Man's really good. She's Gone Away. Move Me. The song that hits me, that's like the one that just really gets inside me, is Smudge. I just love Smudge so much. That is the song that I just absolutely loved. I really like this album quite a bit. It grew on me more. But there's some King's X fans that don't really like them post, maybe Tapehead or something. I quite enjoy this album. So the next one is Please Come Home, Mr. Bulbous. Great album, Smudge. If you haven't heard of Smudge, listen to Smudge. I think it's a great song. This one, I bought this at the Red Eyed Fly show because I hadn't heard it. And this is their latest album at the time, 15. I think this is a very strong album. Lots of great stuff. And they played a lot of songs I didn't know because I hadn't heard the album yet. They played a lot of songs from this, and I think it's a strong killer album. Big fan of Pray. Rocket Ship I like. I Just Want to Live. Go Tell Somebody is also very good. And I Don't Know, the Ty Tabor one, I really like. There's some bonus songs on here. Love and Rockets and No Lie, those don't really do a lot for me, but pretty much this is an album all the way good around. I really like 15. I'm wearing the shirt. It's my only King's X shirt. I need to get more. I need to get at least 10 King's X shirts. They had some really great shirts at the Paris show, and I had no money, but they had like an Out of the Silent Planet one, and the Gretchen one, and Faith, Hope, Love. I need to get all those shirts. And I'm plumb broke right now anyway. This next one, I like this one quite a bit. This is where they felt forced to go commercial on this one from the record label. But there's some stuff on here I really like. Is 1996's Ear Candy. I think it's pretty strong. I really like the Train. It starts off really good with the Train. It's one of my favorites. Looking for Love, which is a live staple, is good. I like Mississippi Moon, which is Ty's song. I do like that one. My favorite would be A Box. I just love A Box. I think A Box is a great song. So this would be the next one for me. I love this one. And here's another one that I really like. This one's got some really strong songs on it that probably one of the more, maybe their most underrated one. This would probably be, if I had to guess what their most underrated one would be. It's one of my, I love this album. I just think this is great. And I'm rambling, and I'm sorry, but Tapehead. I remember when this came out, and I'm always excited when I've been a fan since I was 10 years old. When Faith, Hope, Love came out, that was my first exposure. I saw It's Love on MTV, and that's when I become a fan. So every time they put out an album, I make sure I get it. Groove Machine's a staple. Fade was a hit over and over. Oh No is one I really like. Oh No is probably my favorite on here, actually. Oh No would be the personal hit. Cupid's really good. Higher Than God's one I really like. Hate You. Really strong album. I think this is really great album by King's X. Love this album. I need a Tapehead shirt. I think they used to exist back in the day, but if I get a shirt with that album cover, shoot, I'll be happy. I would love to promote that album on me. So, Tapehead's great. Here we go. This one's also kind of underrated, but I think it's more appreciated than probably Tapehead. Quite enjoyed this. I think this might have been the first one I got, and I got this on cassette when I was buying their stuff. And as you can see, I have every one of their albums on compact disc now. But King's X, and this came out in '92. I remember seeing this in stores and already being a fan from the previous album. Some really good stuff. I love The World Around Me. Lost in Germany. Black Flag was a hit. Silent Wind. Love Silent Wind. Really strong, powerful record. Love this album. I know for a while a lot of the King's X fans were kind of divided on this, but I think this is a strong record. So King's X is awesome. And then we go into my first exposure with the band. As I had mentioned, so you already know what it is probably, but Faith, Hope, Love. Really killer, great masterpiece of an album. I remember being 10 years old, and I saw the MTV kept playing the It's Love video. I'm like, who are these guys? And the video looked cool, and I made sure as soon as I could, I bought the Chronicles VHS to see all their videos. And I have that VHS somewhere. I have nothing to play it on, but I love the music videos. I really wish they put Chronicles on DVD. Or at least I wish that I could find a bootleg copy at like a record convention on DVD-R, and I'd buy it. Or at least trade for it, because I know you're not supposed to buy bootlegs, but Chronicles is such a great VHS. You got to get that if you can. If you like music videos, I'm a big fan of the music video art form. I've made music videos for my band, so We Are Finding Who We Are. It's Love, of course, is a hit. I'll Never Get Tired of You. Moan Jam. I Can't Help It. We Were Born to Be Loved. Oh, yeah. Faith, Hope, Love. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this album. This is a super great album. I've seen this shirt. I really want to get this shirt, especially because it's a very important album to me, because this was the album that got me into them. Last two. You know what they are, but what order are they going to be in? It was really hard for me, just like the Meat Puppets one, what album do I put? Because there's the last two at the top of the list are very neck and neck, and this one was my number one favorite King's X for a long time. But it's going to be number two. It's a very, very close second. And Faith, Hope, Love is a close number three, too. Just to get that out of the way. Most people say this is the best, but Gretchen Goes to Nebraska. This is so solid. Nothing, not a dull moment on this. Oh, God. Of course, Over My Head being the one that I really like. That's like the hit. That's the anthem. That's like King's X's anthem is Over My Head. I've done that at karaoke, made a complete fool of myself doing it, and I loved every minute of it. Fall on Me is great. Out of the Silent Planet, Summerland is awesome. The Burning Down, Send a Message is another one. I love Send a Message, underrated song, but that would be good to see them pull that one back out live again. Send a Message is killer. This is just a solid A+ record. Great cover art, great album. Everybody knows this album. Everybody. So that means you already know what number one is. And only one left to show. Out of the Silent Planet, King's X. This would be my number one favorite for a few reasons, but I think I'm being kind of biased because, like I said, Goldilocks is like my number one favorite King's X song. And it's hard to pick a favorite, but that one I would have to say that is like my anthem or my hit single. That's and I listen to that so much, it never gets old. But because of everybody wants to hear Goldilocks live, and because of that, and there's some other stuff, there's some really great. In the New Age starts it off. I love the way it starts it off, very experimental with the guitar and sounding like a sitar and all that. In the New Age, I love that. Power of Love is awesome. Sometimes King, very good rocker. Shout of Love, Far, Far Away. This is a masterpiece. This would be my #1 favorite King's X album. A huge fan. Couldn't live without this album. Couldn't live without any of these albums. So there you have it. I've just shown you my full King's X CD collection. This is every one of their albums, studio albums, not counting the live and compilation solo. So yeah, I don't have all of those yet, but I do have all the studio. So yeah, King's X, in some ways, probably the best band of all time. Amazing, killer musicianship, unbelievable musicianship, what these guys have done to me. And I followed up on them, and you know, I have every one of their albums. I like every one of them to a point. Some more than others, of course, but that is my opinion of the best, the worst to best King's X albums. Least favorite to personal favorite. Thanks for watching. That's episode 2 in the worst to best series. It took me forever to get another one done because I had moved around a bit through town and all this, and just stuff came up, and finally I was able to get another one done. So I'm hoping to do some more of these pretty soon. I've got a pretty big CD collection. I'm a huge music fan, and I'm a musician, songwriter myself, and these guys, huge influence to me. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. And I'll see you with another video on YouTube, and hopefully it will be another worst to best albums. I have a few ideas of what my next band should be, so stay tuned for that. Alright, thanks for watching, and you have a good rest of your day, and keep jamming out the King's X. Rock on.